Hey everyone. The title of today's message is All Y'all. You'll have to excuse my voice. I got a little bit of a scratchy throat, but I'm sure God will help me get through this. The Bible verse for today is Luke 5:30 through 32. And the Pharisees and their scribes grumbled at his disciples, saying, "Why do you eat and drink with tax collectors and sinners?" And Jesus answered them, "Those who are well have no need of a physician, but those who are sick. I have not come to call the righteous, but sinners to repentance." To grumble not at Jesus, but at his disciples. What a passive-aggressive way for the Pharisees and scribes to behave. They had the legal authority and personalities to chastise Jesus. Instead, they directed their challenge to the ones they were insulting. And I imagine this ragtag dinner party had no idea how to respond. All of it was so new. They had just met Jesus, so while they were thinking he was maybe the long-awaited Messiah, they couldn't have been 100% sure. Not to mention, they were in fact hanging out with society's most despised, a category that included a few of them. Certainly the Pharisees' question had crossed the minds of everyone sitting at that table. I'll bet they leaned in to hear Jesus' response. He had recently gained a lot of notoriety. People were traveling from Galilee, Judea, and Jerusalem to hear him preach and see him heal. No doubt the assumption of the religious leader was that he'd be impressive, that he'd look and behave like them, like someone worthy of the reports they were getting. On the contrary, instead, they found a normal-looking guy hanging out with normal people, doing normal people things, like eating, that is, when he wasn't casting out demons and making the blind see. Luke 5:29 says that Jesus was reclining at the table with them. He was relaxed and shooting the breeze. He was getting to know them, and they him, when the Pharisees showed up at Matthew's house, uninvited. I wonder if they rang the doorbell before barging in. I wonder if they stood in the corner whispering like middle school girls. I wonder if they grumbled loudly but pretended Jesus couldn't hear them from 3 feet away. I wonder if they came prepared with specific questions but changed course when they saw Jesus with the riffraff. I wonder if anyone at the table was offended by their question, or if they were too used to being hated and judged to even care. I wonder if the Pharisees' questions endeared the insulted guests to Jesus all the more. Surely his answer did. I'll see your passive-aggressive, indirect question and raise you with an indirect statement of my own. I'm calling sinners to repentance, not the righteous. While his answer shut them up, which was no doubt fun for the spectators, I have a feeling the Pharisees sensed the meaning of Romans 3:10 through 12. None is righteous. No, not one. No one understands. No one seeks God. All have turned aside. Together they have become worthless. No one does good. No, not one. Perhaps a more direct response would have been, I'm hanging out with the people who know they need me. I don't hang out with people who are too self-righteous to know that they need me. But you do need me. All y'all desperately do. Today's prayer focus: thank God for offering health for your sin, sickness, and ask him to give you the same soft heart towards the sick that Christ had. And questions moving forward: what are the areas of your life where you need a physician? When have you been guilty of the Pharisees' judgment here? And who do you know who would be considered healthy by church leaders, and how can you treat them as Jesus treated the sick? That's all that I have for today. I hope you all have a blessed evening, and I will be back on here tomorrow. Thank you.